Hey, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. So for today, as you can tell by the stream name, we're going to go through and showcase the Nightblade. I've tried a few different setups, but I've gone back to my previous one from last patch, which I find the most kind of flexible. Yes, we can eke more damage, but I've tried to make a more friendly and easier to use build, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to start this stream just going through the sets, the skills, kind of a build video style, whilst we're queued. And if you get any questions, then obviously put a comment and I'll do my best to reply. And as always, a big thanks to everybody that has subscribed and is also a Patreon member. It really, really helps. But what are we doing on this? I'm using Maul of the Fire. So we're pairing Way of the Fire with Wretched Vitality. The idea is that this gives us loads of sustain. The fire helps give us a bit more damage to help burst or add pressure should we need. That's kind of the general idea of this. I am using OU Console to give it a 1-bar build for those people curious, and we are stacking weapon damage on this. Race wise, I am a Khajiit, as you can see. The Khajiit's nice because it gives you a few cool passives, especially if you add Darlock Brain to the mix. So you get Feline Ambush, which is more crit, and you can also get a bit closer to people, which is nice in Sneak. There's some health, stam, mag, and sustain. Skills, as you can see, we're using Concealed Weapon, Killer's Blade, Shrewd Offering, Shadowy Disguise, and Relentless Focus, with Incapacitating Strike as the ultimate. As this is a 1-bar OU Console build, there's nothing on the back. And for these, I'm using Concealed Weapon over Surprise Attack, just because it gives you a bit more oomph when you come out of stealth, and I often go into Sneak, Heavy Attack into Surprise Attack, and that ends up doing a crit on both the Heavy Attack and the Concealed Weapon. So I will say Surprise Attack, but that's what I mean. And this also gives you the bonus damage when you come out of the stealth. So as you'll see, we have a 9k tooltip, and now it's 10k, so it does help give us a bit more oomph. We use Killer's Blade over Executioner. Executioner works just fine, but Killer's Blade gives us healing if we kill them, so it's kind of a no-brainer in all honesty. We then have Shrewd Offering as a big burst heal, so this is kind of like Vigor on steroids because it gives you all the healing at once. So you'll see when we get into the match that I spam this quite a lot. We have Cloak to help just get invisible, and Relentless Focus to use the spec bow. We are now ready for our first Battleground, but that's kind of the skills and the sets in a nutshell for those people curious. I got Merlin in my group. Merlin's a mate of mine, he's great. So yeah, I will be trying to get back into the swing of things with content. I've been a bit kind of slack with it recently, just busy with life and work. Trying to eat healthier, which is always a fun endeavour. So this is Deathmatch, like one of the best modes we actually got. We've got a Mag Talk using a still... Oh no, Stam Talk. Oops. Let's just see where the people are. Alright, so... Oh, that's a big hill, he's a healer. We're not going to kill that healer, I know that instantly. Oh, there's a lot of burst in there, wasn't there? 10k spec bow, that was nice. Trying to get rid of that healer. You can see the healer makes a huge difference to a team. Oh, that's him dead finally. Honestly. If you get a healer in a group, you have to target them. Oh, I got hit with a whip and a spin. Yeah, the DK got me lower and then they hit me with a whip. How much that healing that guy's doing? 91k. It's just enough to like stop people getting into execute range. So that's a healer there. He's literally spamming heals whilst the Assault's peppering him. Oh, who healed him? Big heals on that Nightblade. Massive heals. Yeah, we need to get away from that tree because we won't be able to burst him. Yeah, they're literally sticking together as a group. Yeah, 174k healing. They got 2 off healers. So that's that Nightblade healer down there. And they got the other guy chucking at heals with his DK. And purple have a healer too. Healers are always fun. Yeah, there are so many healers in that group, it is mad. Oh, I've got to hit the fossilize. It's a big whip, that 8k whip. That's massive, that is. I haven't been able to get anybody low enough to burst because they're just all the off healing in the match. That guy's got 300k healing already. It's mad. Got the execute on him then. We have to move away from that healer. Oh, that was that. Nightblade came out. I wondered what hit me really hard. It was I got hit with the breath and then the spin hit me twice. Yeah, we have to focus that healer. Without getting rid of that healer, I don't think we're going to be able to win this match. I want to go for the execute and got hit with all the snare on the floor. That was unfortunate. Yeah, we have to do something about that guy. Yeah, the DK has a mad route. He got invisible. There's a lot of burst he does, that DK. I hit the engine guardian with the whip. That's annoying with the spec bow. Yeah, that laser dude, 500k healing, 370, 300. Literally, they got like almost probably almost a million between them. Couldn't get away, just some snare on the floor. He's definitely keeping a lot of that team alive though. Just between them, just the amount of healing between those two people. What? Oh, there's somebody spamming B and that'd explain why. Look, there he is. Okay, spec bow. Oh, almost got the healer. Yeah, 520k healing there. 160 or 7k, 120, 760. Oh. Oh, so just shield out. There's some delay there, wasn't there, on that in-cap? Ah, the fossilized got me. As soon as it got stunned, I knew I was coming. Like, you could just see it. Yeah, every time we get low, we they just have a healer just to push them back. And then the purple team, they have a lot of DKs. Those are corrosive up. We want to move away from that. Yeah, the Shattering Rock. 9.7k whip. That's with corrosive, that is. It's a big whip there. Yeah, 1 million damage, 800k. Like, our team's done a lot of damage. Probably about 3.5 million, 4 million between us. I feel like I'm just constantly snared this match. Yeah, trying to burst a DK is really freaking hard. Oh, big whip. 7.3k whip. Yeah, there's so much healing power in that small group. Oh, my heal fired. Hey, you're right, Tate. There's like DK Central this map here though. Oh, I have to say, that's probably the worst match I've had in probably about 4 months. But yeah, things are okay. Been a bit busy with life. Trying to get into shape, so kind of eating healthier, going to the gym more. But yeah, it's fun. But yeah, those DKs, oh man, the healing they have is insane. Absolutely insane, it is. With the stuff. Cheers, Tate. I saw Tate's going a bribe for help on a build I'll ask about later. No, I appreciate the support, man, and honestly, I help anyway, so don't feel like you have to in order to get support. And that's same for other people. If you get a question, go, oh, what about this build or this setup, or I'm thinking of doing X, say in the chat and I'll do my best to try and reply. But yeah, no, with myself, trying to eat a bit healthier, go to the gym a bit more, so fun. There's a clip on my pop filter, because I noticed my son was playing with it the other day. So you might have noticed my mic's probably been a bit more sensitive, because Thomas fiddles with the dials. And yeah, this I can see it like spiking, so I've turned it down a bit, so it should be better. Okay, so that's the pop filter back on. That should be better. Yeah, if you can ask now if you want, Tate, or message me on Discord if you don't want to say, obviously, in the chat itself. And that goes to other people too. If you do have any questions after the stream, or just because you will even join the stream, but you don't want to post it, then I will post my Discord into the chat, and you can obviously join if you wish. And there we go, I've put a poll up too. So there is a poll, should you wish to take part in it. But I'm curious to see, what do you think of DKs? Merlin's on that side, he's on the Templar that I made. I saw him spamming beam. It was hilarious. How do I hit them but they go invisible? There we go, that's how you do it, mate. I swear there's another green. Yeah, there was another green. I went to go for the kill, got greedy, or... Oh, I got very greedy then. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to pop up the top and I'll check chat in a second. Let me check now. There we go, I can see the chat easier. Oh no, don't beam me to death. Merlin's on the beam bar. That was a good mage knight by that guy there. Stole my kill. A Silk stole my kill. I thought it was going to come for it, he didn't. Sometimes you can bait a Nightblade out by doing that. I don't think he wants to fight. Oh, that was a great fear. Let's go get some distance. Oh, I tried getting into cloak, couldn't. It got me eventually. Yeah, 7 kills. You can see the difference though, when there's no healers. Huge difference. That guy's got a lot of kills with Mage's Fury. He literally got chased down, didn't he? Yeah, heals, burst heals and roll dodge is amazing with Cloak. But that was good though. You definitely feel like you have to, there's a lot of heal in this patch. You have to work a lot hard for the kills. To the question, are DK's OP? 75 say yes, 25 say no. Obviously a very small poll, but if you want to take part, there is a poll up. For the rest of the build, people curious, we're using Oaken Soul, Fire, Fire, Vitality, 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 Fire, Krog. We use double dot poisons and Fire Maul. It takes us. He's been sort of toying around with a 1-bar Oaken Soul Nightblade ganker. I think I could probably make this into that if I tweak the stuff. So obviously Vitality is not really a burst set. I'll see if I can get a set crafted. If I pair Way of the Fire with Ashen Grip, for example, and use dual wield. I don't have dual wield on this, but if I use dual wield, I could use Whirling Blades, and this would be an execute. So then I'd be able to do like heavy attack, concealed weapon, Whirling Blades, which will proc the Way of the Fire, and it will proc the other set, which will be Ashen Grip, and then on your follow up Whirling Blade, that will proc fire a second time. So then that will end up becoming a pretty good like damage proc setup. You could change Ashen Grip to Deadlands Assassin if you want a bit more sustained damage. So I'll see if I can get the set crafted and I'll play around with it. You're sneaky. DKs have so much healing power. It's actually ridiculous how big their burst still is. Yeah, that just healing power on a DK is insane. Right, okay, we've got that one. I think the one thing with the ganker though, you're always going to have an issue with people's ability to burst heal back up, and Zos made burst heals very potent with the hybridization. You see a lot of Magicka builds stacking medium armor too, just for the increased damage. Oh, he's a good DK, he is. He's on his corrosive, he has. Like, I know I won't be able to burst him because his ceiling is too high. And sometimes you just have to kind of count your losses. How many DKs are in this match? 1, 2. Just 2 this one, that's not too bad. Do you see that burst still? Literally got down to like 4k off and he went from 4k to like 12k. Oh. Dead. Oh, good. That's Merlin. Trying to... I see in there. There he is. Yeah, we're going for Merlin. I know, he's on my friend's list and he's a mate of mine. He's a detect potion up he has. I think it's at the end cap, yeah. You're at Ethos. Yeah, he's going to full off in a moment. There you go, see, take us. One heal and he's like full off. Silly. Yeah, PCNA, mate. Yeah, it's a lot smoother on NA. Like, it's so much smoother. There's just a lot of DKs from what I've seen. Try to get around here. Yes, it's Unified Dash Gaming. He literally put on his ice slab like just at the right moment, didn't he? Merlin trying to get me out. Khajiit, 747 stamina, 7 health. Swamp Raid is good for like disease damage. Right, him with a 9k spec bow, that would do. Your double dot poisons are really needed. Oh, my health bar is very, very low. Yeah. Oaken Soul's decent. You don't get as much as you would say in, say, a 2-bar build. Oh, he's trying to get me that Nightblade. If you're trying to snipe people, where the fire was the best setup. So there's a video on Patreon which I think you can see already. But fire basically gave the best DPS and the best burst because it procs, so it can proc twice in the combo. Look at that burster, that's filth that is. I think you'll see it goes up like 15k. Well, that's what it feels like. Basically, it's just spamming that like an absolute numpty. Is fire enchant better than poison or disease? With the patch that we're in, you find that glyphs just don't really do enough damage. They're like 3-4k tooltips. Couldn't get him at all, could I? Oh, that's a big... That was a big thing. Shock can proc vulnerability. Oh, is that Templar dead? Is that corrosive on? Ooh, I'm just literally rolling around loads. Merlin on my beam player. Literally, I saw him going around doing exactly what I do. Yeah, to Jumper's question, it depends on the meta, but 9 times out of 10, double dot poisons give more damage in the same space of time. The issue is they don't always proc. So my glyph, for example, if I take these off, it's like 2k. If I put a fire glyph on it, 3000. That can proc every 2.5 seconds roughly. I think it's 3 seconds actually. So it's like 1000 damage a second roughly. The double dot poison's 1300 plus 800, so 2-1. Rough. So it's like a lot more damage, which is why a lot of people use them. Let me just see, is my fire rings? I think my fire's rings. Yeah, it is. Sweet. Lorian's not that great. But we could use it, and we have it. Let me see if I know anyone that can craft. Might be about... I'm going to check what the tooltip is for Ashen Grip. So I'm just going to go to a craft house quickly. I think they have one. I could be... So yeah, I'd use double dot poisons personally. Historically, shock was good because it gave you vulnerability. But vulnerability did get... it's like 5% now, where it used to think you'd be 8, I think. Or was in 10. So it is a little lower. Do they have the craft stations here? Don't think so. We tried this one. One of the guilds I'm in has all the craft stations. We'll just queue for Battlegrounds whilst we're waiting. Well, that's ready. That was very fast. Yeah, I want to see how much Ashen Grip does. I think it's like a 4k tooltip, if I recall. And I know it's a crafted set. Hello, sorry about that. I just quickly went and got a sank. Oh, so it looks like purples, DKs. Oh, so they went out and got absolutely slaughtered. Reds have a healer. Looks like who's the healer? Yeah, I think fire is good. You can buy it. That was a nice. Oh, that's a big Dawnbreaker there. There's your CC broken or hit with the immobilize. Yo, I really rate Way of the Fire. It's a really good set. Yeah, so that. I'll just try and shoot the bow. I think that was already dead. Yeah. My ink up would not fire, that's really not odd. There's a lot of big ink up there, 17k with the ink cap and the surprise attack. Yeah, I find bringing DKs down really tricky. He literally stole that kill, didn't he? And Merlin absolutely stole that kill. Healing out. And then you go from one Nightblade to another Nightblade to another. That was just savage, that was. Oh, he's a corrosive one. Let's move away from that DK. Yeah, Shattering Rock is a great heal, by the way. Hit me through the wall. Literally moved around the wall and still got me. I was looking for Ashen Grip, it's called, Tate. I think it's just body pieces I need, all medium. Ah. Go up, BBQ. Oh, I got hit with the heavy that dual wield into incap. There's two of them doing it. So you're Braza Man and that guy. So the DKs are pulling the like aggro as such because people can obviously fight them because the Nightblades are in stealth, and then they just come up and attack people mid-fight with heavy attack into spin. Alright. I tried blocking it. I was rolling and rolling trying to get away and then the beam hit me. Yeah, DK healing is mad. They both try, like, I helped that guy, but yeah, those Nightblades, whew. I did push my heal and roll, but it didn't fire. I think I was already dead. Oh, Merlin left that one, that's sad. I think it might have crashed. I literally stole that kill. All the dots on me. I managed to execute that dude. That ice blockade of frost. Oh. Sorry, that was very, very close there. Oh, I got the two of them but just so many dots. I just ran out of resource. That CC break was really clunky, wasn't it? Oh, okay, that was a massive Dawnbreaker, that was. That was a Dawnbreaker and a link cap. But I say that would explain, like, my whole health bar just went bang. I think like, I had like 20 odd K health. I so stole that kill. So only thing I don't like with a Nightblade is that sometimes the targeting on this is really odd. Oh, he's got corrosive on. That'll explain why he hit me so much that. Yeah, that corrosive spam is awful. So you got him spamming corrosive and you got him. Divine's Tate if you are able to craft it. Just to maximise damage. Oh, those DKs. I hate DKs so much. You can probably tell by how much I moan about them. They just feel like every time you get them low health, they bounce back from like no health to full health, and it's like, oh, okay, that's clearly a thing. all of the reward stuff. Whilst we're waiting, let's do this. I believe this is saved. Yeah, that's all saved. Let me save over. I've changed a few skills. This little guy though is amazing. Absolutely love this guy. Like, as a content creator, being able to just save loadouts on this is phenomenal. There we go. It's a follower sniper, by the way. I found, having tested like loads and loads, and then the damage difference between having fire and something else isn't huge. So I just prefer going with Dial-Up Brave for more sustain. Now we're using O console because it gives us a few nice buffs. And I found if you have concealed weapon, it's basically like having like an extra glyph almost. It's the best way to describe it. So it's noticeable, but it's not essential. It's kind of the point. So if you want to drop this, you can drop this, but you lose the crit bonus. But then you gain the movement speed. But in all honesty, you do need to have that. You need a heal of some type. You need a cloak, so you have like one flex spot. Toxic Barrage is very good. And I have experimented with different combos on the sniper too, for people curious. So I've tried things like heavy attack into silver bolts, and just basically then doing for silver bolt spam. Snipe into light attack silver bolts. I've also tried doing like snipe into light attack then elemental weapon, and that was okay. But honestly, it was just best to go snipe, then light attack, poison injection. Or it could be silver bolts. For the Ashen Grip Divines, take. So yeah, so that's what I'd use on the sniper. I do prefer a bit more speed, in all honesty. So if you want, you can get these in Swift, which is probably the best compromise, because it gives you a bit more speed. You lose a tiny bit of damage, but the speed boost is very, very noticeable. The best way of describing it is if you take off concealed weapon, it is that difference. We'll go into Cyrodiil whilst we're waiting, but my horse is very bad. I should probably actually, I haven't done it yet. And you don't get much XP from PvP, but I should probably do the event. Let's go do that because I actually need the XP bonus. She's all the way up there, ain't she? Oh, that is such a trek. Is that the only place that has it? Oh, there's one up there too. Which I don't have those ones. And I don't have those ones. That's probably the closest, isn't it? I feel like that's something I can do with my sorcerer. Let's worry about that later. Pumpkin and guts. Do I have those? Oh, we'll get those later. Vardenfell have it? Let me have a look. It's the ticket thing. You have to go to like the coven. But I guess you can summon it. Before you used to have to go to the like specific location for it. So we're gonna play snipey, still kills. Let's just not tell Merlin this because he's like prime target. He is. 3 DKs on that team. 4 DKs. I got Rusk though in our team. He's good. Yeah. His DK is solid. It just has so much. It looks like it's burning spell weave. I don't think I've seen him bar swap though. Yeah, stam glyphs. Yeah, have a look. Oh, it's Chaos Ball. So this is where you can see the old snipe, like it's really lost its damage. But Toxic Barrage is cheesy. I find with poison injection you're better with further fire, you're better with poison injection. That was a big burst there, that was nasty. Magnet shot is fun. Pop, 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 pop. That's the fire that got him then. The fire dot is nice. I think I'm going to go to poison injection though, just because it gives you more dot damage. Oh, I think my stream's frozen. Oh, that is... Oh, no, that guy froze. Hi, Marlon. Hi, Marlon. Oh, he's spamming heals. He's using my build, by the way. Ah! Oh, cheers, Axion. Yeah, if I can get a TP there, that'd be great. Yeah, let's put on poison injection. You'll see the difference. So I see a lot of people say bolts or shards because it gives you more burst. Yeah, that's right, Tate. Honestly, I normally buy them. I never craft the glyphs. Yeah, I find with poison injection you get more kills because it procs fire consistently. Oh, no. I was waiting for the leap. You can feel it. There's Merlin. Just toxic barrage that guy. Man, said I'm helping you, bro.
We must get the ball. Get the ball back.
I miss my old light attack Larry build. That was hilarious. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. I literally basically spammed light attacks and would kill people with procs. It was so stupid.
Get that ball or get off the field.
Yeah. Grim's going, how's the Nightblade feeling? 9-2. It's okay. It's not as good as it used to be. But it works. I so saw that kill. Oh, he managed to get the execute, got him. You don't spam with beam. That was going to kill me there though. We noticed I'm having to... In some ways that's quite advantageous that he did that. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. There was a Radiant Glory spam. Yeah, cheers, Tate. Oh yeah, it's the frost staves. The fact that it like absorbs all projectiles is really annoying because people just spam it, so they're constantly getting like a projectile shield every couple seconds, and there's like a 10-15k shield. It's pretty big. Ah, Ashen, sweet. Now I'm going to use a maul, but I should probably use a 2H jeweled for this. So we'll try it with this. Where is it? All of our Ashen Grip. Oh, I've got a spare piece. I'm missing a piece of fire. That'd explain. I'm going, what am I missing? I need to get a piece of fire. Or Ashen. If you could go to top of Daggerfall, so Glumber, it's called Crosswitch Way Shrine. I need to get a pumpkin from somewhere. Hey, it's going to sound a bit cheeky if you're still there. Any chance you can make a pair of shoulders as well? It just means I don't have to change my chest piece. I can buy a pair of fire if I need to. Yeah, thanks for the TP, by the way. We're going to switch this to Ashen. So Ashen's got a 4.2k. And whilst we're waiting, I'm going to go and have a look-see for where the fire swords or maces. If we're going to go dual wield, we might as well do it properly. We want a mace off the fire, preferably sharpened, and it's going to set us back a silly amount of money. Oh, there's none of them. That's reassuring. But what traits do they have? They've got just the one. Yeah, there's not many of those, is there? Whew. Reaper's March. Apparently there's one here. Whether it's still here, I don't know. This was hours ago. There's a mace there. Oh, actually, there's a few of them. So the website just doesn't have them on there. I normally use a Tamil Trade Center. I will buy that green one because it's just to have it on our sticker book. It was powered. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's try Elden route then. Yes, I'm trying to get the weapon so I can go dual wield on it. Powered, yeah. Training. Like, preferably sharpened would be, like, great. And what's with all these powered maces? There's like tons of them. There's another one. God, there's so many powered maces. What we might do is just use this as a dual wield one then. Sorry, 2H version. Because I have that gear beyond the shoulder piece. Which I can find a fire pauldron or something. Hey, you're right, Sprout. There goes the shop. Probably give you a nosebleed. Is it that expensive?
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, kind of dagger. Preferably after a mace, however. Yeah, that could possibly work. Let's try more on hold. And if we can't find any here, then we know they're like not existing currently for what we want. And I don't want to waste transmutation crystals on it. Only because I actually am quite low on those. Yeah, got 124. Because I'm already logged in. Now let's end that poll. And I think what I'm going to do, I've been keeping an eye on it for the past couple of weeks, by the way, with the stream kind of going up and down. And I think I'm on the Wi-Fi currently, so I think I probably need to put a cable to it. So, 1.5 million. What the? I'm not paying that. I am not paying 1.5 million. Oh, expensive.
I must finish this.
Yeah, 1.5 million is insane. Yeah, we'll buy the dagger. Oh, I got a weird bug, and look at this. There's this weird bug where you get stuck on the floor because it thinks you're talking to a NPC, but you're not. Then you have to like close the chat again. It's really weird. We're gonna get one of those cheapo maces just to have it on the sticker book. But yeah, that was 1.5 million. You need 2 of them. I'm not paying 3 million for that. That's just silly.
You know how long I've been looking for you.
That is why we, the soldiers of the Lion Guard, have come to you. We care not for your past or your station.
Hello there.
Amazing deal. I don't have what I want. Oh, sweet. Cheers, Tate. Yeah, for people curious, I'm looking for a Maul of the Fire that's not extortionate. And yeah, there's not many of them. They're like 1 million plus for anything in a good trait. I think there's one over here, if I recall. So we'll try it with dual wield and we'll try it with 2H. I think dual wield would be easier to use because you can just heavy attack spin and just hope they die. It was this one over here, if I recall. Okay, so we've got a couple of those. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a good farm homework from Craggle. I think you can make a lot of money from it. It's like with like when Mother's Sorrow was really popular for PvE, and it's still a good set. People just farm staves because they're worth a lot of money. As you just go around the public dungeon, and if you get the drop, you can make like 1 million plus quite easily. So I need to chuck on. There's my maul, so I could use that.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and check that's all saved. That's fine, and we're gonna reset the skills in the 2H and go all into dual wield. So there we go. I think that's the only difference. And we're going to swap. This is going to go here. And then we're going to go and change these. And we'll save the little guy here.
Some folks say kill it.
There you go. So I'm going to try it with just the one set. So Ashen won't be on for the moment. And these aren't upgraded weapons and they're not the right trait. But what it'll do is it'll give you enough of a sense to go, does it work? Because fire by itself has a lot of damage. Because you get that, and then you get the spins. That's the thinking anyway. Equally, if Tate pings it over to us mid-match, we'll chuck it on if it's ready. So see, that's the second fire proc. So you get a fire proc there. And then you get a fire proc on the second spin. So it ends up doing double the damage. So it's like a 6.4k tooltip. Yeah, that's literally the plan. Is literally to cloak up to somebody, heavy attack concealed weapon, spin, and then when they roll, if they finish the roll dodge, we can then medium weave and then just stun them because it'll be off balance. That's my thinking anyway. There's fire proc there. So yeah, I think fire's a great set. One. There's the fire proc again. So yeah, it procs really, really often. It's not the biggest burst set, but it adds up quite quickly, the damage. Oh, that's what I was. That's what I use on my normal Nightblade. So you'll see it's Wretched Vitality and Way of the Fire. I made this a open sword build on purpose for people wanting a 1-bar build. Yeah, I think from doing all the testing with proc sets like Defiler, Scavenging Demise, Celestrix, Savaris Scales, so on and so on. Where the Fire just came out as the highest DPS set, and it also acts as a pseudo burst set because it procs like on the initial hit, and then it procs 2 seconds later, which is obviously really good. So you end up getting like 2 procs within a combo, and the first proc always crits from stealth. So you end up getting a big hit on the first one and a kind of follow up. And because you can't really dodge it, it does really help. I think it depends how you build it. I went with Wretched because on my Nightblade, you'll see I use a lot of mag and stam skills. So I've got Concealed Weapon, Heal and Cloak all mag, and then Killer's Blade and my bow as stam, and I roll a lot. So I need kind of good mag sustain and good stam sustain. I personally think if you are going to kind of max damage, Rallying Cry is probably the best set for that because you can go Divines and still have tankiness. Ah, Tate sent it to us. Cheers, Tate. We can chat that one as well. So we'll just quickly save this. I will see if I can get some maces that are like proper maces. Without these like rubbish ones. So what will be interesting will be the order of which it procs, because there's a 1 second cooldown between procs. So we'll see in a moment. Yeah. So, does that reliably happen? So I think it... Yeah, so that will proc it. You're going to have to come here, though, Axiolin, because it will mess up the group. What I'm curious, I've never tested this. If I put this active, I wonder if the order of proc depends on the order you put them on. So I know it sounds really daft. So this should just be Ashen Grip. I'm at Natalia Ruins in Bangalore. Okay, so that's there. Now we chuck on this. Does it proc that first? I'm just waiting for the charge. Okay, that does. That's really, really interesting. So I don't know if you guys saw what happened there, but basically, every proc set has a global cooldown, and there's a 1 second cooldown between burst proc sets, like things that do instant damage. So where the fire, Glorian's Legacy has a delay, so it kind of gets around it. But like this has that. Now we want the AoE to proc first because our spins will proc the where the fire. So what you need to do is you actually have to put the armor on in a specific order, or it won't be as good. Which is really, really interesting. It's here, by the way. So yeah, that's just a really interesting way in which they do it. But check that queue as well. That queue's been quite some time. Yeah, 7 minutes. Let's change roles. That makes any difference. Do we have CP? I don't think. I think I might have CP on. Oh yeah, I've got some CP, a little bit, not loads. We're just waiting for Axion to get to full health. There we go. So he's on a Magden, he is. Magic Warden's my favourite thing. Oh, that stun was... He's got the ice clench as well. That wall of frost is really annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I can't hit with the spec bow. But I think with the knowing the range of this, it'd just be closer on you. But that's... Oh yeah, I think the frost builds are very good in duels, and generally, like, if you were going Warden, I'll go as a Vampire Warden, by the way, Axion. You get more damage. BG's ready. Yeah, as a Vampire Magical Warden, you get a lot more burst. And I use Ice Clench. I was using it probably about 5 weeks ago. It's really good. Like, really overloaded skill. Now, our sustain, by the way, is awful. Like, really, really bad. I think someone like that we could probably burst. Do we need that? No, we don't need that. I wonder if there's any passes we can get that would actually help. No, we need our alchemy done at some point. I won't be able to burst that guy, I know that instantly. DK spam or... There's literally two of them, spam and whip. I'm using the lover at the moment. Yeah, we're going to decline that, because that's just death doing that. It took my heal. Ah, Nightblade got me. I'm uber squishy on this though. Uber squishy. Yeah, those two DKs are so tanky. I guess that solves him. They're literally just leaving him there. I'll CC break eventually.
The 8th marker! They've captured the relic!
Ooh, my health bar. It just ran off. Yeah, we need to get our resources. I'm using Shrewd Offering. Yeah, so Shrewd Offering is like a big burst heal, and it doesn't drain my stam, which I'm really low on. So we'll just sit here. Yeah. Yeah, the execute scaling on the spin is like nuts. That was like an 8k execute, that was. But yeah, I think if I did this, you need to go 2-bar build. Because I think we need to have deep thoughts or something on the back bar. Like, the sustain is just so bad. Like, I'd want to sprint and I can't afford the stamina. Let's move away from with these guys, because there's like loads of TKs there, and I just don't have the sustain to stay alive. Oh, I managed to steal some kills there. It is insane how many kills you can actually steal. That was a big whip. I want to go for the bow My offering killed me a little bit. But yeah, I need like deep thoughts because I just don't have any sustain. I got stuck on that thing. I literally got stuck in the thing. I'm using sugar skulls. I should use probably food that give me regen. But sugar skulls are very cheap and I have loads of them. Oh, we can have a look at what the Ashen Grip and stuff was doing. So you can see they're doing a fair chunk there. Yeah, Mithral's not too bad. That's the health and I think it's stam regen and mag regen. My QA again. But yeah, I think we need to build more sustain into this build in some way. Either that's with a skill like Deep Thoughts, or you change food as Etho says. You could change your Mundus, that's also an option. We will lose damage if you did that. Or we could go and change some glyphs. So there are options that we have for sure. The other thing is changing this will give us more skill slots. So we could put on like Leech and Strikes and stuff. And then run like Balorg or Celestrix. This is quite trolly, that's quite funny. But you could also run things like Selines. All BGs already. So the spinning definitely works. And I think if we did have maces, we'd have even more damage. Yeah, Axon did well when in that fight then, when he put down the Frost just to hold block. Like, if you fight a Nightblade, just literally do that. Matt says he hasn't played ESO in 2+ years. Yes. It's changed a fair bit, I'd have to say that. If you just look at the health bars, 30k, 30k... 30k in a moment. Like, everybody is tanky. I'm using it because I don't have the mace that I want. The mace is like stupidly expensive. I ran out of resource. I can get a couple spins in, and then we're like empty for quite a long time. Was that 3? I killed all 3 then. Oh, I stole that last kill, I reckon. I saw that one. The healing on a Warden is so high. Like when you stack all the heals. We're gonna get up here because we're gonna get killed. Look how many of the dots are on us. That was a nice big kill there, I needed that. And this is just where we, wait. Because we are like super low on resource. He's got corrosive up. His corrosive dropped then. There we go. God, he ran loads, didn't he? Yeah, I would use maces. By the way, daggers are for like crit chance rather than crit damage. Oh, I tried. Did I get the cheeky kill? I didn't get the cheeky kill. Yeah, axes are good. I can see why people will spam spin to win though. It is like, I don't say brain dead, but it's so easy to use. Like you just run up to someone, just spam a skill and hope that they die. And chuck in a few procs and you're kind of golden. Do you see that burst still? Did you see that? That's mad, that is. He literally went from no health to full health with a button. That is insane. Oh, that was such a big burst still. Like, there's no way you can get your execute off if they don't stay in execute range. Is it me or did that seem really, really large, that hill? Yeah, a lot has changed. I wouldn't say Dizzy takes any skill anymore, because they've increased the cast time, and it also tracks regardless of how you look at the target. So if I hit like Dizzy and swing and walk through them, as long as I'm within a radius of the player, it will still like hit. So like I can literally cast it, look this way, and it'll still hit them. Whereas before you had to track them. So I'd agree then, yeah, it used to be much more skillful. And that's to Ergo. I think give it a go, Matt, if you are thinking of it. I know it's changed a lot. Did you have a class that you played in particular that you liked? There you go. You see them, they go green, and you're like, yeah, that's all my damage gone. Yeah, we're going to get out of that, because that's just, we're waiting to die in there. Just constantly it runs away. Oh, that's a terrible time to get stunned. I've run out of stam. He's like a master's dual wield he has. With how often he's spamming that skill. Templar's in a so-so position. Like, it's okay. Ah, I managed to get him. I think hybrid anything is pretty good nowadays. That is literally that guy there, that Warden just ran away so much. Magcrow's not bad. Is one of the burstier classes in the game. I think there is a video on the channel, which let me link in the chat. Yeah, I've got a video that I'm putting up. This video here, I've got it's recent and it goes through all the classes and kind of shows the good and the bad of them. I'll do one more BG and I'll call it there. Oh, you left before Oakensol became a thing. my BGs is ready. Yeah, I think Etho's right with Oakensword being used for bombers or gankers. It's used for kind of like, I don't want to say meme builds, but kind of builds that are more accessible. And some people who like PvP a lot really look down on those people, which I think is a bit harsh. So for example, I've got a Templar that literally spams beam because of Oakensword, because it allows me to just keep all those buffs on, so I can just spam one button and I can kill a lot of people with it for very little effort. What I'll do, Axelon, after this is I'll switch to my magical Warden and just show you that. And might give you some ideas. Yeah, Oakensword is 1 bar. I think, Is There No One Else does quite a funny sort of skit of it, where he calls himself the 1 button god. And he literally goes on the Nightblade spamming like a snipe or something. Oh yeah, Oaken beams are like so broken. Like so busted. He's lagging like loads. Oh, no, don't. Can I jump over the barrier? No, I can't. Of course not. I was on the portal. Look, I was actually on the portal. It didn't work. I think it was a big whip. How many DKs? DK. 2 DKs there. 3, 4, 5. 5 DKs. Yeah, I would honestly use like Oakensword then. The R flag, that is R flag. Yeah, I'd focus on like a more 1 button build. Templar's still good because it's got lots of good skills. That was a good gank. I so stole that kill. Oh, big whip there. Big whip there. I think as well, relying on where your keys are is not a bad thing. Like, if you look at all my characters, I always... Yeah, I always put my things in the same kind of place. So my burst skills on the same button. My... Oh no, that's gonna go bad. That's gonna go bad. Let's not stay there. All I'm trying to do is kill Merlin. There he is. I managed to target him. Stupid pet immunity. Oh, we got Merlin. That's all that mattered. Did we get him? Or did he get the portal? One heal, 2 spam. Yeah. I think Etho's got a good point about trying to control her. I honestly think ESO is better optimized for a controller. And it's why I use a controller. So although I'm playing on PC, I'm using a controller because the game's very spammy. Whereas a lot of other MMOs, there's lots of hills there. There's no vampire hole. Yeah, if I get a chance, I'll switch to my beam thing as well before I go off, just so you can see what that's like. Because Merlin's using my build. And it's really annoying to fight against. The Arctic stun got me. Yeah, the Arctic blast stuns on cast now. So like it's really, really good at like stopping you being executed. And it also heals you as well, so it's really, really, just as it is really just really effective. But yeah, I think with Maces, this would obviously have an extra, is it 3k pen, roughly? So I'm going to quickly switch to my Magical Warden. And I'll show you the Templar beam thing, which Merlin was using. That's really good, that is. Because it is really easy to play. There's my Magical Warden. I think Magical Warden's very, very good. Elemental susceptibility. I think elemental susceptibility is. I didn't think they changed it massively. I've looked at the patch notes, but not in great detail this time round. I looked at the first couple of weeks and then I didn't really see what the big change was to it. Did I change all my skills on this one? That goes there. That's morphable. Okay. I still don't know how good that will be. Yeah, Wall of Frost is great for duels. You see the Arctic Stunner is like really, really hard. See, crowd control on it is. So you can see, Warden's very tanky if you stack the hills. It literally is a war of attrition with Wardens. Yeah, I don't really have my CP and CP to what do I have in? What that in or something else? Yeah, I don't put like no CP on this character. So you can see Warden's very, very tanky. The issue is its damage output is lower, which I kind of get that. I'll switch to my beam build though. Budding Seed though is phenomenal, by the way. This is insane. If you wait 1 second, we do CMX. Let it healing done. It's ticking like 1,000 every 2 seconds. Figure like it's just when you stack this with this, it just like adds up really quick. So it's just a lot of healing. And you find with Warden, Magical Warden particularly, you really like have to get a good burst combo in. But then with people having Vampire Stage 3, which I have too, it gives you access to Undeath. And Undeath is unhealthy for PvP. That needs to go, in my opinion. It's like having Mark of the Prior on for free. So it like just the only penalty you get for being a vampire is cost increase, because this is worth more mitigation than the fire damage increase. So you see like it's 592519. 2, 3, 2, 2. So he's got undeath on as well. 2, 1. So that was a crit. 2. So I've really lost like 500 damage. So you can see it really makes a big difference on death. Like huge difference. I'm just going to switch to the Templar and I do a BG with that and then call it a night because it is 20 to midnight here. I am somewhat tired. There's my Templar. This thing's so trolly. And it's one of those ones where you will just get kills if you pick the targets right. Because Beam just does stupid damage. Like, it's so stupid. We're queued for BGs too. So this is like designed to kind of be your easy to use build. Like you sit in a group with somebody. Do I have? I do have it on here. Sweet. Yeah, so we're using Magma, Deadly, Cyrill's Light. BGs is ready. And our main skill is an execute, which is like stupid.
And so it begins.
Okay, it's a Chaos Ball. Where's my... Oh, it's there. Yeah, that's him dead. Dead. That snare is really annoying. That someone's just kind of had 4 kills so far. Another dead. 5 kills. Dead. Just... Honestly, like, this is so trolly. There's a reason I haven't made a build video for this. One thing to remember as well is that every skill scales with its highest damage. So you can change, like you can use magic and stamina skills respectively on the same build with like equal effectiveness. So I have a mix of mag and stam on purpose for their buffs and debuffs. Vigor for more armor. So we have 21k armor, but when we spam we get 15% mitigation, so we're tanky. And our next skill is free, which is a heal. Dead. So yeah, honestly, like Beam's silly. That 9 kills. So I'll show you the stuff. Watch that pop. If he gets below half health. Like as soon as the people get below half health, it is like a death sentence for them. Bye bye. Yeah, see, it is just mad. The Warrior says all sets give weapon and spell damage respectively. The stamina, though, doesn't. Let's give that guy a heal. Yeah, so considering I only have 24k magicka, my sustain's pretty solid. Because of how... Like, our regen is 2.7k, it's stupid. Let's go get the ball, we should probably do the game mode. $12k, 1 tick. Dead. 7.2k crits on the... Honestly, Beam's like stupidly OP. I'll take that damage boost. Look at that. That's madness. 19 kills. There's a tank. No. 10k crits. Take that. So yeah, this is this is like really good against. It's just cheese. 29 kills. The tank is like proper loving me, innit? "31 kills."
Get off the field!
33 kills. Takes there. Looking for fire. Yeah, it's a heavy armor set only. So that's why you have to go with jewelry. And I go with jewelry and weapons. There's a heal for him. You can have a heal too, there we go. Heals for everyone. But leech and plate, it literally just it's just like, oh, it's a whole block. We should probably play the objective, but it is quite fun doing this. I couldn't see Z-break. They ruined my 38 kill streak. But yeah, that's what the beam thing does. It's very cheesy, I'm not gonna lie. Fun, like really fun, but like really, really cheesy. Set wise, Citadel's Light Inferno, sharpened, absorb magicka, that's important. Bat bowl, whatever you want. One magma or one piece that has magicka and stam regen. Deadly strikes, which you want all medium. We have a sash of Citadel's Light, because that's better mitigation this way. I've gone with Impen for most of it, and then for the jewelry I've gone with Citadel's Light 2 and Oakensaw. All magicka recovery, and ideally all infused. I just don't have the transmutes. But yeah, it's pretty cheesy. Skills, we use Radiant Glory, this heals us, does loads of damage. It scales really high. If we've got a damage caused, it was doing 6,600 per tick, and with each cast it does like 3 or 4 hits. So that like one button does like 20,000 damage. It's really stupid. That was 7.8k ticks then, that one. 7.8 key. So it does hit hard. Power of the Light gives them pen, which is nice. We use this to kind of get our burst. So you cast this, spam the spear. The spear bypasses armor now. So even if they're tanky, you still can fill this up quite quickly. So you do this, spam spear 3 times, push beam, and then they normally die if they're not aware of it. And you got your burst heal if you need to, and you got a heal over time as well. Now I don't duel with this, but this is, we'll give it a go. But it's just more for like trolling. Pop. That's a lot of burst there, isn't it? I think it was a sort of 7.9k tick. I don't know whether that was my Power of the Light or the beam. And we have the Vampire Ultimate as a massive just oh no button. So you'll see I don't actually use it unless I feel like I'm going to die, because it gives you full health. And it also puts you in an animation, which means things can't damage you for that second. Oh yeah, Power of the Light is stupidly OP. Like, stupidly OP. It is and it isn't. I would say it's getting fixed. Power of the Light is insane. They couldn't see Z-Break. Oh, I have tried Soul Shine. I found Deadly was more damage. And then I paired this with Seodor's Light, because it really helps you sustain. But it also makes you quite tanky. So while you're doing the beam, you're not as vulnerable. Crystallized Slab is annoying because I keep hitting myself with it. And you also get some heals, so that was giving me like 400 health. It's not loads. But you can see why I use why I use the Vampire ult, because it is just the oh no button. Like Meteor would obviously be so much better. It looks like he's got Torok's Pact on. There's so much. It's all the control, the like CC spam. A lot of my stuff is like range. So everything I do is like the range obviously really gets stunned by that. Oh, I managed to get him. That was close. Really, really close. Like, below half health, they take so much damage, but above it, it's like, you have to spam spear. That was a good fight. That was a good fight indeed. You can see how much I can spam my heals, though, because of how much sustain I have, which is stupid. I love that Aurora Javelin just goes through your armor as well. Like, you're quite tanky, and it just goes through all of it. I'll do one more and then have to call it there. That's right. I don't know if you saw the. I took this in BGs. I had a 38 kill streak with it. What's nice is when we CC break, we get our big hills for free. But every time I attack him I get stunned, it's really annoying. Literally, like, everything I do just... I need like CC immunity potions for this. Anytime I go on the counter stun, like the counter offense, I get stunned because of these slabs. Oh yeah, his build really counters this as well, which doesn't help. Is that he puts on those little slabs and they stun me and hit me back as well. And he's got the ice thing which also absorbs the projectile damage. So he's got this frost wall of frost down with an ice cliff, so that immobilizes me loads. Well, saving my ult was. But you'll see the slabs. So if you look at how much damage, a lot of it is damage from the slab. So damage received. There it is. That did the most amount of damage to me, and that's where I'm attacking him, which procs that back on me. And it also stuns me as well. So it means I really can't get the burst off unless that's down. As soon as it's up, I won't be able to kill him. I think this is as bad as going to the gym. But considering this is 24k health, I've got a bit of CPN, not loads. I put this in for Cyrodiil because this is hilarious. So like, I don't have proper PvP CPN as you can see. Like, it is pretty decent as a build. And it's all because this skill is stupidly OP. If I get you to half health, Axelon, and I'll just show you kind of how the scaling works. When I do that, that stuns me, that does. His little Betty procs it out. So it does like 1900 a crit, but as soon as it gets below half health, the damage goes up like stupidly high. And if I do it again, but you hold block, just look at my Magicka sustain, which is why I built it like this, and it's really, really busted. So I don't know if you can see my Magicka bar. But you can get like 20k. So look, I'm not doing any weaving, and my Magicka kind of stays at full. If I weave in between, I can prop my glyph, and you can basically stay at full Magicka and just do this indefinitely. So the sustain on this is ridiculous. Which is really good because it means you can spam heals, which you saw me doing. Like, this is an expensive heal, and I can spam this. This is an expensive skill, and I can spam it. I can kind of spam that too. So it is very, very busted. It's expensive to use because you have to use Citrus Fillet, or anything that gives you Magicka recovery would be perfect. When I'm in PvP as well, my Magicka, my regen goes up to like 2.7k, I think, with a potion. Yeah, 2.7k regen. And then what we can do is we can use that to basically fill up and bypass their armor, get them to low health, and then you do the beam spam, and it just like, it pops people if they don't expect it. His Betty keeps purging that, it does. It's quite annoying actually. So I said like the Warden really counters what this does, because the Betty will purge the power of the light, which is the big burst skill. You then obviously have the slabs that he puts around him, stops this and stuns me when I hit him back. I then can't weave to prop my Magicka glyph, which means I lose some sustain. Does that guy want to fight? So yeah, it is a very friendly build, and it doesn't use many skills. Oh, he knows what he's doing. Pop. 8.9k. That it just does like so much damage. Like the beam is just stupid. And I think that's why it's so good, because people roll dodge when they're low health, and the beam just tracks through that. And so you can get like massive ticks, because they don't have any block mitigation up. If I get Axon on low, yeah? So I normally do this to like fill up the thing, then I spam the beam, and it kind of coincides that it like just does enough damage to burst them. I think that beam did about 15,000 altogether with one button, because there's a channel. I think I did it once on him. Yeah, one tick, so 9,000 total there, which is pretty nasty. I was literally just going around in BGs, just spamming the beam as killing people. But you see the burst, like, you just charge it up with the spam and the javelin, and then the power that light explodes. They're low health, you spam beam, and the beam would go from like 2,000 to like 10,000 a tick. It's really, really stupid. That was a 9k power of the light, that was. He's like half health and just bang. Bye-bye. Oh, Axel's using Mara's bomb. Yeah, that is very good, that is. So yeah, the beam spam's good. Basically, it does a lot, 15,000 damage with 2 casts. So it's a lot of DPS. And what's nice is, like, if you're in Battlegrounds, you're not fighting one-on-one like this often, so you can just sit with your mate, or sit with somebody in your team. They're doing all the fighting, and you just spam beam onto people. Anybody that gets low health, you get the kill. And beam has a really big range, it's 28 meters. So it's really, really stupid. But yeah, I do need to go because it is 20 past midnight where I am. So, I said I'm going to kind of call it there. If you get any questions between, obviously, now and the next stream or video, I do have Discord, so I'm going to put that in the chat in just a moment. So you can obviously message there, or you can obviously message on the video, and I will try my best to reply. But yeah, I'm going to catch you in the next video, and I want to say a massive thanks to Tate to help make the Ashen Grip, and also for the support on the channel. Really, really appreciate that. But as always, take care, guys, and bye.